Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Draft Day Sports College Basketball 2017, and it's week 29 of competition. They're off to an amazing start on the season, 12-1 record, 2-0 in conference, and only two teams in the conference besides ourselves have a decent record. One of them, Emmitsburg. That's who we play today. We're playing at home though, so it should be advantage us. But right now, we got a tight game. And actually, Emmitsburg has a little bit of a lead here early on. 8 minutes to go in the first half. They are up 2, but we've leveled the score off. Early on, rebounding, pretty level. Turnovers, pretty level. Field goals, we are shooting just 35% from the field, while they're up around 46. So that definitely advantaged them. They also have more free throws, so that's what's keeping them in the game at this point. Other than that, we have an edge. As we go to halftime, we're up just 2 points. Come out shooting the ball much better here to start the second half, and quickly pull out to a 50-39 lead. Bill Erskine now in double-digit figures with 13. Scales off the bench with 10 and 6 rebounds. He's having a fantastic game. Earl's doing pretty well too with 12 of his own. Lead, 6 minutes to play. It looks like we should end this game with a comfortable win. Minute to play of 10. Erskine's got 14. Ray Price has 10 and 12 with the double-double on the day, even though he only shot 3 of 11. Daniel Earl added 16 points. 7 rebounds for Zimmerman. Though just 3 points and 3 assists on the day for him. Final score 73-62. Not our greatest performance of the season, but we got the job done. Next up is Southeast Missouri State. And there's a lot of that this season with some pretty weak records in the conference. My RPI entering this week is now 9th in the country, with that 13-1 record. I have not been ranked yet, but I'm all the way down in Conference Q. So it's going to take a lot to get myself into the rankings despite a fantastic RPI. We do pick up the win there, go to 14-1 on the season, 4-0 in conference. We are at West Long Branch, or West Long Beach. Next, it is a road game. There's never a guarantee on the road, but the way we are playing, it's going to be tough. Tough for anyone to beat us at this point.
You have new mail.
I do want to move pretty quickly through the remainder of the season. Still not ranked as we go to 14-1. The RPI actually dropped to 10th as other teams playing tougher opponents than what we're playing have picked up some wins. We're up against Portland State now as we go to 15-1. We did get that win on the road. Portland State's just 4-12. We've already beat them once this season. Always tougher to beat a team multiple times, though. We do get the win there, though. 16-1, 6-0 in conference. Cal State Northridge, 7-10 on the road next. That'll be at the beginning of next week. As we continue to win, we inch ever closer to maybe actually getting that top 25.
You have new mail. You have new mail.
Not yet. Still no ranking. RPI also drops to 14th. Again, our conference schedule is hurting us on that. This could be where the win streak ends. 7-10 is not that bad of a record. But we do pull off the win, 17-1 now. Prairie View, another one, just 6-12. We should be the favorite for this, but multiple road games in a row could affect the team. Game day here. We should see that result popping up here pretty soon. There it is. First loss of the year in conference. We dropped to 17-2, 7-1 in conference. Next up is North Dakota State at home. That will drop our RPI a lot, and we did not crack the top 25, and now we definitely will not crack the top 25. But we still look in really good shape to win the conference this season. I would imagine our RPI could drop by as many as 20 spots. No, just 24th. So we're still in the top 25 in RPI. Top 30 for the player of the season. Kansas player Cordell Hart is the favorite. Quick glance at the standings for the conference. With a 7-1 record, it's Emmitsburg, Fort Wayne, and North Dakota who are closest. And speaking of North Dakota at 6-2, that's who we play next. We are at home. They are 11-8, along with Northeast Boston, and then Emmitsburg, who we beat earlier. Those are the best teams in conference besides ourselves. Though Northeast Boston is just 4-4 in conference, they are struggling a little bit, despite that strong record they had coming in. Oh, we drop our second game in a week. So they do beat us, and that was a loss at home, sadly. Next up is New Haven on the road. There's definitely a chance that we could face another defeat here. So the grind of the conference schedule finally gets to us, and we've dropped 2 of the last 3 games. Or is that 2 in a row? Okay, we get the win there. So we are up to 18-3 now. 8-2 in conference is obviously still a really good record. Fort Wayne is up next. They are just over 500 at 11-10. But it'll be the early game next week. That second loss.
You have new mail.
In just over a week. Definitely hurt, though. RPI dropped to 31 now. It's still really respectable. We're having a good season. Very proud of our first ever win over a top 25 opponent, Cincinnati Jesuit. They're still 16th. Not going to get to any more 3D sims of games until we get to at least the conference tournament. So I have a feeling we can get pretty deep, though we did just pick up a loss. So we're a team that's struggling a little bit now here, as we've dropped, 3 out of 4, 3 out of 5? Taking a quick look at where we're at statistically, as we do bounce back with a win there, 19-4 now. Erskine, 12.8 points per game. Zimmerman has dropped to 4 assists per game, but still respectable. Ray Price is up over 6 now on the rebounds, while Daniel Earl is our strong defender and interior center player. 1.4 blocks per game and 1.3 steals per game.
You have new mail.
As a team, we're getting nearly 75 points per game, which is pretty high around the nation. The assists also up there, 16.7. Rebounds, not as good, but 122 is still middle of the pack. The turnovers per game is one area where we're doing extremely well, 14th. And opponents-wise, we are only giving up 12.7 assists per game, which is second best in the nation. 18th best D, 19th best in steals. Overall, turnovers is at 31. So the defense is doing its job creating a lot of offensive possessions for us. Massachusetts Lowell is up next. They are just 7-16. That's actually one of the better teams that we've played against for quite a few seasons, so surprising to see them struggle. We get the win there for our 20th on the year and 10th in the conference. South Dakota State is up next. It's a home game, where normally we've been a fortress, but not quite as good here recently. We do get the win there, 21st of the year. South Tulsa is definitely a beatable team that we'll get at the beginning of next week. And we are approaching the end of the regular season with just a couple games to go. So we'll take a look at where we're at in the standings. Okay, also just an evaluation period. Where are we at with these guys now? Gibson likes us now, 5th. Gailey likes us, 2nd. And Oakley, still 3rd on his list. We haven't been able to climb any higher. Vaughn likes us now, so we're 4th for him. Gardner is 5th. Cotton, still number 1, but not a whole lot of interest. Brown's the only one hurting, down in 8th. All right, so with 2 games to go, Emmetsburg, of all teams, is actually the conference leader right now at 12-2. We beat them. So one of those losses came from us. Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne beat us, right? They did. They've won 4 straight. The first of those wins was us. And we're tied with them for 2nd. They have the edge, though, beating us head-to-head. We're 2 games up on North Dakota, so we should be okay there. South Tulsa, who we play next, not too strong. Definitely beatable. Who is our last game, though? Schedule. Oh, Emmetsburg again. So we play Emmetsburg a second time. We beat them 73-62 last time. But we are going to be on the road, and Emmetsburg has been on fire. Now, that would be enough for us to overtake them. That is, if Fort Wayne doesn't win both games as well. So interesting close to the season here. We should be secure in the top 3, which would give us an automatic promotion for next season out of Conference Q and up to Conference P. But we're not there yet. Still a little bit tight. So we'll go day by day on this one, though I will not watch the games. So we've got South Tulsa, and yeah, okay, we won't take the time to look matchup by matchup. It is a road game, so we're definitely not guaranteed that we're going to win this thing. We do get the win though, so 22. Now we'll see where that puts us. So Fort Wayne won as well. We've definitely secured a top 3 position though, but it's pretty tight between Emmetsburg, Fort Wayne, and us. We've got the chance to move ahead of Emmetsburg here with a win. But Fort Wayne, I think, would have the tiebreaker if they win their game. For the first seed, anyway, in the conference. Emmetsburg has won 12 straight games after starting 1-2. I don't know if the second loss was to us or whether that was the first of those 2 losses. Either way, they've been playing better than we have down the stretch. Chance for 23 wins in the regular season. That RBI's climbed back up a little bit to 38th now. And this win at Emmetsburg would certainly help that. It is day of the game. Oh, we do manage the wins. We beat Emmetsburg twice this season, home and away, 23-4, 13-3 in conference, at least top 2. But Fort Wayne, who beat us head-to-head, could be the overall number 1 in the conference. Or would Emmetsburg have tiebreakers over them? How do you decide who's going to be who? Let's see how they put it. Okay, interesting thing here. I'm 3rd. I beat Emmetsburg twice head-to-head. I've got the best record of the 3 teams. But somehow, because Fort Wayne beat me, I don't know how they do their tiebreakers on here, honestly. I'm 3rd. 23-4 on the season, and I'm only 3rd. But I'm ranked. Are you kidding me? I am ranked. I couldn't get ranked when my RPI was 9 and I only had 1 loss, and I go and lose a few games to teams that aren't that good. And now I'm ranked for the first time ever. Number 24 in the nation. The Olympic Decathlon rings. and I didn't even get any of the tiebreakers. I somehow end up 3rd heading into the tournament. Wow. Alrighty then. Emmetsburg 49th, even though we've beat them twice and they're only 20-7. Alright, well, we need to get back out there and we'll go day by day. Conference tournament coming up. We've got ourselves a battle. There are 3 really good teams in the conference this year. All at 13-3. Huge gap between us and the 4th place team. But we've already lost a couple games to teams that weren't that good. So we get a bye here in the first round. We enter March.
You have new mail.
And first up we have North Dakota State. Is that one of the teams that beat us? Okay, semifinalists announced. Cordell Hart still on top. Garrett Austin is still number 2. That doesn't change much. Alright, so what do we have? Advantage. Definitely us. Though some of this seems to be equal. Bench goes to us. Okay. Alright. We're not going to watch this game. We should be good enough to beat them.
You have new mail.
And we do. See what the score was. 88-75 final. The Emmetsburg game was 76-70. Next up is New Haven. We played New Haven earlier. They beat us 72-82. North Dakota State, who we just played, was one of the teams that beat us when we lost 3 out of 4 games there. Emmetsburg and New Hampshire are the other teams. Was it New Hampshire? No, Fort Wayne lost. Fort Wayne lost, so New Hampshire has continued on. We're not going to watch this game either. Hopefully we're strong enough to take care of business in this one. It is considered a road game, but as it's conference tournament, it shouldn't count as that. So we did get the win, and we will play Emmetsburg for a 3rd time on the season. We've beat them twice for the chance at the conference championship. This game we will watch. So ranked 24th in the country. First ever ranking. A team we've beat twice, but a team that technically won the conference. Identical conference records. Can we beat them a 3rd time? Here we go. A little bit of a slow start on scoring. Pace seems to pick up a little bit. They go on a quick streak there. They got about a 6-0 run. Keeping this tight here for the first 8 minutes. Just 2 rebounds, pretty level. They've got the turnover battle going their way early on. Both teams shooting really well. We were just 1 of 5 beyond the arc. 5 minutes ago, we got a 1-point game. Using 30-second time out there as we are down 10 heading into halftime. At the half, we're down 9 points, but we come out stronger here in the second half. Just 3 points now with 15 to go in the game. Scales has 9 points. Hazelton has 8 off the bench. Seems to be always the case when those 2 coming in, those are main scorers from the bench group. Earl has 12 now. Just a 2-point game with 10 to go. Let's go ahead and slow it down in the last 8 minutes of the game. Just a 1-point game here. Ray Price, 5 of 6 shooting with 11. Scales also doing well off the bench. Erskine has 6 points. And we have a lead, 68-66, but they drain a three-pointer. And we go and miss both inside and a three-point shot. One-point game. Scales gets a steal. They steal it back. They drain a three-pointer for a 4-point lead. This is my first time out of the second half here. It didn't actually boost the timeout, did it? Three-pointer there by Hazelton makes it a 2-point game. But we are trading buckets at the moment, and that's not helping us catch up as we're down by 4. And we keep sending them to the free throw line. Finally getting ourselves to the free throw line. Slow down. Minute to play. We are down by 4. Offensive rebound for Erskine. And Earl makes the 2 to cut it to 2.49, but they trading buckets again. Full timeout left is all. Zimmerman misses the three-pointer. He's got just 4 points on the day. Hasn't made a shot. Bad time for him there on that one. They make both free throws. But we get 2 right back. We're down by 4 with just seconds to play. Oh, and that does it. Emmitsburg wins the conference tournament. Can we still make the NCAA tournament? We were 24th entering this game. We might get invited to the NCAA tournament. But Emmitsburg will definitely be heading with the automatic bid. And we lose 87-83. Those fouls right down the stretch made it really hard. Because they either made the shot or they went to the free throw line each time in those last handful of possessions.
You have new mail.
Okay, so we actually move up to 20th now at 25-5, even though we did not win the conference tournament. So surprising there. RPI is 34th. Players declaring for the draft. Nobody has declared. Finals, still Hart and Austin at the top. Yeah, we've got a couple days left to sim through, and then we will have the tournament selection show coming up here momentarily. Wow, still haven't reached. We've actually moved ahead of Cincinnati Jesuit now. The only ranked opponent we've had. Now 19th at 25-5. And Cincinnati Jesuit is gone from the rankings.
You have new
Still
mail.
no selection show. There it is. Okay, we're going to check in on our recruit here first. Oakley. Oh, he's in a B now. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, we're still third on his list, but I'm going to keep going after him as among the small forwards, he is the best quality, even though he's not the highest ranked. And here we are. We're going to watch the show, see if we get selected. We might.
You have new mail.
Might not. All right, Idaho. Nothing yet. Okay, UConn gets the number 1 seed. Arizona gets a 2 seed. Those were the play-in games. There we are with a 6 seed. A 6. Wow. Wow. We're up against Florida International, the 11 seed. They are 21-9. Oh, that's awesome. Maryland gets a number 1 seed. Texas, number 2. Florida State. There's Chicago, who we played against. So they got in. Syracuse, number 1 in Atlanta region. There's Emmitsburg, 13 seed. Notre Dame, number 1 seed in the Boise region. Ducks, 10 seed. Wow, we got into the tournament while not winning the conference. That's a first. And a 6 seed. I think the highest I've had so far was a 14. Can we finally get out of the first round? I was just excited to get in. Here's Northeast Boston in the CIT. There's Fort Wayne, also in the CIT. We are 18th now in rank. A 6 seed, wow. Northeast Boston's still alive in the CIT. They've got the Oregon State Beavers up next. And here we are with FIU. Could not win the conference tourney this year, but can we win an NCAA tournament game, get out of the first round? Well, we'll find out next. Start with 4-0 lead. If they do level it, as we forget the score after that for a little while. So far, though, we're at 15. Got about a 5-point lead here. 7-point lead now. We're starting to stretch the lead out a little bit. (25-16), 28-16. We're up by 12 points at this point. Shooting 54% from the field. Just 1 of 9 beyond the arc there. We're going to have to start making some of those threes if we are to hang on to win this game. 12-point lead there at one point. We're looking pretty good as we approach halftime. Hazelton has 13 points on 6 of 7 shooting. He's having a fantastic game so far. At the half, it's 46-37. They come out firing a little bit better here in the second half. But we stretch the lead back up to 11-13 to play. 15, Hazelton still doing really well. He's not shooting as well as before. Ray Price, 15 points on 6 of 7 shooting. He's having a really good game. Zimmerman's got 6 assists, despite not scoring terribly well. Scales off the bench, 6 of 6 shooting, and 12 points. So we've got some really strong shooting performances from a few key scorers. We are up 78-60 with just a few minutes to play, so it looks like we might get out of the first round of the NCAA tournament for the first time. 84-75, 86-75, and final score to 75. Ray Price with 17 points on 7 of 8 shooting. Let's take a look at the player stats. So Zimmerman, 8 points. Is that assists? 8 assists. Wow, great job there. Though we did have 4 turnovers. Ray Price had 17 points. Teddy Hazelton, 22 points on 9 of 16 shooting. Ooh, that was awesome. Emmitsburg up against Auburn.
You have new mail.
Here we go. Second round. Tennessee State, they are the 14 seed. They managed an upset. We've got a chance to get to the second week of the tournament. Florida International was just conference end, so they were only a couple divisions above us. Tennessee State, however, is Conference H with a 20-10 record. That's a pretty decent team. That's higher up. This is actually going to be a tougher matchup than what we just had with Florida International. Let's go ahead and view the report here real quick. The only advantage I have is the bench. They've got an advantage at small forward. All right, let's get out there and watch this second round game. We made it to the second round. Whoa. Seeding might make us a favorite, but this is not going to be an easy game. We'll get on the scoreboard for first. Low scoring game to start though. And not sure how to start this one, just 3-8 shooting, but we still are level. Turning the ball over a lot here early on, 6 to 2 on the turnovers. Easy time out here, we need to get things going, especially offensively. Down by just 1. Game's level 3 minutes to go in half. 29-27. 32-28. We're starting to pull away a little bit here before halftime, but a 3-pointer from them just before the end of the half made it a 2-point game, and they come out and start the second half off well, quickly taking the lead away from us. We have 9-3 when it comes to blocks. Slow start to the second half, we come back, tied game. Rebounds have a significant advantage. Free throws is one area where we're hurting, as always. 3-pointers, still not shooting the ball terribly well beyond the arc here this season. We're down 3 with 6 to play. And let's slow this thing down a little bit. So it's 59-53 with 5 minutes to play. Feltz off the bench with the slam. Hazelton not making those shots today like he was last time. Erskine just 2 of 7 shooting. Finally, I've been trying to take a time out for a really long time now. Cool. Okay, Zimmerman drains a 3 to get us from 7 back to within 4. But here they are making every basket, and we're trading baskets back and forth with just a minute to play. I've got 2 timeouts remaining at least. Okay, we're going to use that timeout here with 58 seconds, down by 4. Price misses the shot, gets fouled, misses. Oh, he missed one. Okay, he made one of two. Okay, we're going to use that last time out. We are down 5 with half a minute to play. Get it to within 3, 19 seconds. Erskine gets a steal. Slams it. 1 point game. Foul him. Oh, and they make a 3 to win the game. There should have been a foul. We should have put him on the line so we'd at least get one more chance. 73-69, knocked out in the second round. But we made it to the tournament. We got past the first round, all while not winning the conference. So that was huge for us. Next season we are going to be up to Conference N. So we are very much out of the bottom now, and so much so that for the first time we've been ranked. We got as high as 18th in the rankings this season. That was pretty exciting. Now what we need to do here is quickly sim through so you can see who is going to win the tournament this year. Notre Dame just knocked off my Ducks. It's getting pretty late in the tournament now.
You have new mail.
Okay. We did not get Oakley. So we lost out on him. I need to offer another recruit here real quick. When it's a dead period. That's not good. Let's go with call list. See who's left. Kirkland, Turner, Cotton is number 1. Oakley, Montana State, really? Brown, Gardner, Vaughn, and then back to the top. Cotton, top guy. How's he look? Scoring, passing, rebounding is good. Defense is pretty good. Shooting is okay, especially outside. Athleticism. Okay, we will offer him the scholarship. As the other guys are all quite a bit lower. Getting back out there, let's see where we're at on the tournament. We are down to Maryland and Notre Dame.
You have new mail.
And Notre Dame with the national championship. All right, real quick, Conference Q. Oh, we're going to be in Conference P next year. Player of the Year, Matt Robinson. Freshman of the Year, Matt Young. Defensive Player of the Year, Daniel Earl. I believe that's for the second year in a row. He is a senior. He's going to be gone. Coach of the Year, I got it, Decathlon Gamer. First team all conference. Robinson. Robinson, Anderson. Ray Price. There you go. Ray Price made it to first team all-conference. And that was it. So we got one player on first team all-conference. And that's all the time I have for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe, and tune in next time on my road to the record.